Hey everybody, it's Karen Auha with Art Moxie. Good morning. It's 11 o'clock in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and probably for some of you, good afternoon. I wanted to thank you for stopping in last night with a live show. We had a lot of fun. It was an opportunity to do a little bit of browsing through art and talk a little bit of art, but we also had a lot of fun just kind of ranting, talking about just stuff, So I really absolutely appreciate all of you tuning in last night and joining that live show. Hey, if you weren't able to join us, it is still available in replay, and you're more than welcome to watch it. What I can promise you, again, is some ranting, mostly on my part, but I can also promise you some amazing deals with two price points. So everything I showed you last night had two price points. If they were small, it was $197, and you still were able to do the buy one get one offer, okay? And if you were looking at one of the larger pieces, everything was $697, and that included free shipping. So if you want to take a look at pieces of art that are about 20 by 30, 20 inches by 30 inches and up, all the way up to, I think the largest piece we looked at last night was a 48 by 48. And so that's kind of give you an idea of what I'm considering medium-sized pieces. So that is what we did last night. And just a quick little recap. Hey, I am doing this live today, and I'm just doing a screen share. And I want to welcome you guys into my house, and I want to show you art in its habitat. I was going to do this with a live tour, but my lighting today isn't very good. I have some sunshine out there, but my lighting in my house it wasn't really capturing the images very well. So I decided to do this in a little photo tour. So it kind of might feel like a realtor video, or a realtor, you're going in and looking at some pictures of a house, but it just seemed to be the most logical way to do this. So welcome to my home, and I want to begin a tour. I'm not going to take up tons of your time, and the goal here is to show you some of my larger pieces. So inside my home is where I keep a lot of the larger pieces that I have. You're also going to have to be viewing some medium-sized pieces that are actually in my home collection, and I am making available to you. So here we go. Hey, if you have questions, because I'm doing a screen share, I can't see your questions as you type them in, but go ahead and, let me know you're here. Give me a wave, or send me some love, or just, when you have questions, go ahead and type them in the messages, and I will rewatch this video and make sure I get back to you with any questions that you have, okay? All right, so welcome to my home. When you first walk in, this is the image that you see. It is an abstract. It is a 24 by 48 abstract. I call it the bronze abstract. It does have coppers and bronze colors in it, and it's just a really fun and simple abstract. So when you come in, this actually is a good example of why I'm like the lighting just changes in your house. And I think here's one fun thing to remember. When you purchase artwork, your artwork, based on where you place it, can look different, right? And so finding that perfect spot for your house is really important. But here's another image of this painting, and it's when it has a lot of light on it. And so then your copper and your golds and your bronzes start to pop a little bit more. And here's actually a close-up. This is actually when you're in the room looking at it and not photographing this painting, this is how vibrant it is, right? So you can really see at the top, there's some of those copper, and there's also some golds and some bronzes in this piece, right? So I wanted, I think that doing a little home tour and seeing artwork in its habitat is really helpful for you to get a feel for how a piece of artwork can change in your home, and based on the lighting and based on where you put it in your house. So when you come into my foyer, I have this little setup, this little mantle here that I actually found on Craigslist for a super great deal. And it looks really cute when you walk in. And the little bureau is actually my dresser from when I grew up, when I was a little girl. So the piece on top is called Bronze Garden. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you about this piece. So this piece is I'm sorry, we're gonna go back. This piece is a 24 by 48. It would retail in a gallery at $22.97, but I'm including it in that price at $6.97 and free shipping for you guys. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so this piece is called the Bronze Garden. It's a 24 by 36. It is in a frame. The price does not include the frame. However, if you want the frame, you're more than welcome to purchase it. It does. It's one of my travel frames, so it does have a little bit of nicks and dents in it, and that's why I typically don't sell the frame with this piece. I actually recycle it and use it for future pieces. However, 24 by 36, it's an acrylic original. I would sell this at my galleries for $16.97, and again, I'm going to be selling this one this weekend only for $697. So I want to show you, again, the light's coming in and kind of washing it out a little bit. Here's how vibrant this piece is. Once again, it has a lot of those silver and bronze colors in it. It has a little bit of gold in it. And it is really helpful to see how the lighting in your home can change and morph a painting, which can be really exciting because it feels like it's a new piece that you're looking at. So this one, again, is $697. And a lot of times I change out this picture in my house because it is a focal wall and it's the first thing that people see when they come in my house. This is another original painting. This one is called Thrive. And the reason it's called Thrive is because if you look underneath the layers of paint, I actually wrote the word Thrive in here, and I allowed for it to show through a little bit in this top corner. It is a 36 by 36 original painting. This one does come with the frame. The reason it comes with the frame is because I actually had this one made. The frame is made specifically for this piece, and it is a champagne colored frame, just so you kind of know what color that is, and it works beautifully with this painting. I don't think this frame would do any other painting as much justice as this. So here's what we're going to do. This piece in my gallery would be $25.97, but I'm offering it today at $9.97. And let me give you a close-up of this painting. So here you can see there's some writing that is showing through, and all of this paint is layered in where you get to see some of the colors coming through from underneath it. So it is a really beautiful painting. This piece isn't always in my entry. Actually, I have it in my bedroom over my bed a lot of times, and it looks really great I have a white comforter, so that looks really beautiful with that. All right. So we're going to move into the living room, and I actually I don't know if it's fortunate or not, but for me it's very fortunate. I have really large walls in my living room, and so I think that's why I started painting really large, 8 years ago, was to start filling some of my wall space. So we're going to take a look at a couple of the paintings that are in here, and just kind of get some close-ups of some of these paintings. So this one is an abstract, and it is called Forest Falls Abstract. It is a 48 by 60. It would retail in a gallery for $57.97, but I am offering this today for $19.97, and this piece would be shipped for free, but I would roll it and put it in a mailing tube. So talking a little bit about shipping, sometimes pieces this big, they have to be shipped freight, and you have to create a crate for them. And so honestly, it can cost to ship this piece will cost more than what I'm selling it for. So we can talk a little bit about, if you don't want me to take it off of its stretcher bars and roll it and then have you restretch it at your framer, I'm more than willing to take a look at the freight cost, and then you can make the decision. I would expect for this to cost around $200 to restretch it once you get it to your framer. So, and again, I know that this might be information that you're like a little overwhelming. It's not that hard to do, and it will save you probably $1,000 in shipping if we do it this way. So, but it's up to you. If you want to do, build a freight or build a crate and then freight it, that's fine. We can do that as well. All right, moving on. Well, we're going to look at this one a little bit closer. So I did a little close-up of it, and when you look at it, it has a lot of fluid acrylics, and it has some really kind of flow. There are places where the paint is more translucent, and then there are places where it's more opaque, and it has a lot of texture in it. So you want to take a more close-up look of this. I will take this outside and I will do a video for you, and you can really take a look at the whole entire piece, because I totally understand that buying original art can be difficult when you can't touch and feel it. So I will, be more than willing. I think this is a great idea. Just I will take it outside into the natural light of the sunshine, and you can take a look at everything that's going on in this image. Now here's the nice thing about this as well. This actually works really well as a horizontal piece as well as a landscape piece. So you actually have an option whether you want to hang it vertical or horizontal. Okay, so I know that there are a few people who are looking at some pineapples. And this is one of my pineapple pieces. It's called the British pineapple, and it is an odd sized painting. And here's why. I actually purchased this years ago, probably I think from Tuesday Morning, and I recycled the canvas. I think what was underneath here before was some sort of floral. So when you look at this, you're getting a lot of the original painting that was here. When I say original painting, it was a reproduction, but I have painted an original pineapple on top of it. So this also, let me think, the size of this is 18 by 23, which is kind of an odd size, but that frame on it is a 6-inch frame around it. So let's take a look again at it over the mantle. So it has a really big impact and presence, and you get the frame with this one. The frame, it's actually not, I'm not able to separate it from the frame, but this is called British Pineapple. In my galleries, it would sell for $11.97. This is included in my $6.97 deal, right? So you get this one for $697. All right. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the stream. Unfortunately, because I'm sharing my screen on Facebook, I am just not able to read your comments at the same time. So I will go back and watch this video and then answer your questions afterwards. Okay, so like if you would be in this room and turn around, here's the other corner that would be on the other side of that room. And I just have this painting kind of sitting in the corner, and she's kind of like a little bit hidden. Sometimes I hang her on the wall and sometimes I don't, but I left her on the floor. Sometimes you can actually get away with larger paintings just setting them on the floor like this. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that with some options. If you would have like a 48 by 60 or 48 by 72, maybe something that's taller than you are, you would be able to easily lean it in the corner like this. So this is called Lady in a Floral Hat. She is a 30 by 40. I am not including the frame in this sale. All right. It is an antique frame that I actually got at a antique show, and I'm always able to recycle this one. Also, because it's an antique frame, it just is, it's a little on the delicate side, and I wouldn't want to ship that to you and have it break in the shipping process. But what it does is gives you an idea what you could do, and if you would take this to a framer, you could definitely find a really decorative frame like this. So she retails for $23.97 in my galleries, but I'm actually going to include her in the $6.97 deal. Now remember, that doesn't include the frame with it. You would have to spend some little bit of money on purchasing a frame, right? And this kind of frame, I guarantee, will cost at least twice as much as the painting does. So there we go. That is the piece that's called Lady in the Floral Hat. Okay, so I told you a little bit that I have some big walls in my house, and this is one of them. And I think this, gosh, if I look at this, this is probably a 12-foot wall. And, when I post on Instagram, a lot of times I like to include my puppy in the picture. And so I'm giving you a little bit of a feel. This is called Huge Floral Vase. It is a 48 by 72. So it will stand taller than most of you. Unless you're 6 feet tall, this is going to be taller than most of us. Well, it's taller than me, I should say. I also have a video. I just finished this one about a week and a half ago, and I have a video of when I first started this piece, and so that might be something interesting for you guys to watch. In a gallery, this size piece would sell for almost $7,000. I would have it retail priced at $69.97. Now remember, you guys are coming straight to me, so you don't have to pay the gallery fee. Unfortunately, galleries will charge between 40 and 60% commission on a piece. And so that's why you see some really hefty prices at galleries. And that's why I can offer this to you at a lower price. This is a brand new painting, and I am going to be taking half off of that. So this is $33.97, right? So I would be charging almost $7,000 in a gallery, but for you guys, it's going to be $33.97. That will ship for free, and based on how much the freight charges are at $33.97, I will pay freight on that for you. All right, so this price does include up to $1,000 of shipping cost. All right, so just a heads up on that one. Okay, so this is a piece that if you wanted to have it shipped on its frame, I would cover up to $1,000 of the shipping cost on that. So this wall is another wall that I like to play with, and I will put different paintings on it. This is a piece that's called Mississippi Mud, and Mississippi Mud, here's a nicer picture of it because it really has a lot of depth and character to it. Mississippi Mud is 60 by 72. It retails for $86.97. And today I'm going to be offering this for $39.97. This one cannot be rolled because it actually has a lot of mixed media on it, and it has resin, and it has, if you look at it, it has the wrapping paper, the white wrapping paper. Why am I not remembering what that's called? Like a craft like paper, and so it has really tons of texture. This is another one that if you're interested in, I'm going to take it outside for you and give you a video to get a close-up in it. It is called Mississippi Mud because there are 3 crawfish hiding inside of the mud. And when you start looking at this image, I'll show you where one is, and then you can try to find the other 2. So you may have already seen them, but here's one right here. So it's kind of in this area. The claw is here, and another claw is here, and here he is. So it is called Mississippi Mud, and it's kind of a fun piece because it has a really nice entertainment value to it, and you can share with people and ask them to look for the crawfish. So again, if you have questions about this one at $39.97, I will cover up to $1,000 of the cost to freight it to you. Now, it's probably best to do local pickup on this one, but if it's something that's really calling your name, we can talk more and I can get you some shipping quotes. All right, so we're going to move into my kitchen. All right, so my kitchen has this area where we have this little banquette, and I'll tell you what, I can even see someone was sleeping on it this morning. It's like the kids get up in the morning and then they lay down here, and it was always hard to get them onto the bus or into the car because they'd be sleeping here with the bowls of cereal all over. But hey, this piece in the corner is an abstract, and I call it White Energy. It is a 24 by 36. It would retail for $16.97, and it is included in that $6.97 deal, right? And it's free shipping, okay? I'm going to give you a little bit closer look at this one. Again, this one can be hung either vertical or landscape. I do have my name here in this corner. If you actually want it to be a vertical hanging, I would actually get rid of the signature here and put it down here for you. So that's something we can do. I can tailor and create that so that you have a vertical painting. So, but anyway, I'm sorry, getting little crazy here. All right. So this is the other side of my kitchen, and this mantle always, for me, is a difficult place to find a painting, and the reason is because there's so much variety in the brick color, and I've always thought about painting it white, and we've lived here for 8 years, and I still haven't painted it white. I don't know, maybe someday I will, and I'll show it to you, but I use pieces like This is actually the only reproduction I'm going to show you today. And this is a 36 by 48 reproduction. And it's a set of three, and there are three different options. So if this is something that floats your boat, I can show you two more options that have all these same colors. They're going to have the grays and the blues and the whites and the navies in it. So if that's something that you're interested in, here's a close-up of it. But it is a reproduction. I'm calling it the Blue Lake Abstract series. I'm sorry, actually, let me take that back. That's called the Blue Falls series, and it's a 36 by 48 reproduction. It is typically $9.97 at a gallery when it's a reproduction, but I'm going to be offering it at $6.97. That is free shipping. It is on a panel board, so I cannot roll it, and I'm covering shipping on that for you guys. All right. So when you leave my kitchen, I actually did this piece last week, and it's just a contour piece, and it's called the Long Contour Floral. It's a 20 by 60 on it's like a 1.5 inch thick frame. I think you'll be able to see it. I would retail that for $23.97, but I am offering it for $997. Again, that includes free shipping. All right, so I think I have a closer picture of it. So when you come around the corner, you can see it's just on a simple white background, and it's on a little bit thicker canvas. You can frame it, or you could choose to do something more like this contemporary and not frame it. All right, I'm going to show you in the bathroom real quick because I really don't know how clean this bathroom is, but the good thing about pictures, you can't really tell so much. This is my powder room, and this piece right here is called Blue Lake Abstract. Once again, the frame is not included on this piece. It's a little bit nick and dent because it's a piece that I use to travel with and show in my shows and galleries. So I would recommend purchasing your own ready-made frame. This is 24 by 36, so you could go to Hobby Lobbies or Michael's and easily get a frame for this and it's going to be brand new, and it's going to look amazing. So this piece, 24 by 36, again, it would retail for around $16.97, but I'm offering it for $6.97 right now. That includes free shipping. All right, so now we're kind of like coming down to the home stretch. I'm going to show you some of the pictures that are kind of in my nooks and crannies in my house. This one is called the Thinking Floral, and I created this for my licensing agents back in March, right before, I think it was the last piece I sent off, right before the licensing agents became, that business became a non-essential business in California. So it's one of the last pieces I submitted. It is a 20 by 30. If I took it to a gallery, it would be $11.97, but I'm offering it for $6.97 this weekend. All right. Let's go. Okay, so here is a picture of my bathroom, and I last year did a series of like backless ladies. I showed everybody one last night. It was called Barely Blue. This one is called Repose, and let's look at a closer picture of her. She is a 36 by 36. I would retail her for $25.97, but she is included in that deal for $6.97. So if these colors work for you in your house, so I'm going to show you that one and this one. So, this house was built in the early 2000s, and that travertine tile was in. So if you have travertine tile, this piece actually looks really, really good with it. And the wall color is like a soft French gray type color. And so this ties in really well if you are using the gray walls, even a neutral wall to match this. So like if you're using some sort of beige or taupe, this piece would look really good on it. So that is about it. Those are the pieces that I keep in my house. However, I can offer them to you this weekend at the inventory retail sale. And if you have any questions over any of the sizes or the colors in it, if you want me to take it out into the outside, into my backyard, and do a video because you want to see a close-up of any of these pieces, I would be more than happy to do that. So I will also be posting all of these pictures on Facebook with the details so that it might be a little bit easier for you to just view them in Facebook and Art Moxie just in one big shot versus watching a video. So look for that post to come in a little bit. And you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I want to remind you that I will be working in my studio this afternoon, and at 2 o'clock, that's 2 o'clock Central Time, I am going to be doing, it's called Room, ROOM. It is similar to Zoom, ZOOM. Facebook is a jealous boyfriend. They do not like anyone else having a product that is better than their product. So they have just started to roll out this product in Facebook, and I actually have access to it. So what it will do is I'm going to start a room for us, and if you want to come in at any time between 2 and 3, I will be there, and you can ask me questions about specific paintings. Okay, so it will. I'll only be able to show you the paintings that are in my studio. So if you want to see some of the paintings in the house, we can do another call for you guys. All right, so I don't know, trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys to have access to me, to take a look at some of these paintings, because I understand it is not easy buying artwork when you're not able to actually come into the studio and touch and feel it. But the reality is, you know, I can get you, I think, the information that you need. So, hey guys, that's about it. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have sunshine. Like we're starting to get even more sunshine here, so I hope you have some sunshine for this weekend, and the rest of May on a really great note. Let me think what else is coming up. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing another live show at 2 p.m. Central Time. I'm in on Sunday the 31st. I'm giving away a pet portrait. All right, I'm pretty much just going to come in, do a pet portrait, and you guys are going to help me give away a pet portrait. I'm going to be asking you guys to give me a number, and I'm going to count down my list, and that person is going to be the winner of that pet portrait. So super excited to give away that pet portrait. If you have not entered the contest, you need to do that. And I am going to be posting that link here so that you can enter that pet portrait. All right, guys. Okay, so now I've closed down this a little bit. I'm going to pull up my live. So, hey, Lisa, it's so good to see you. And Alicia, I'm so glad that you're here too. Thanks for coming in. And I will see you guys later. Bye.